What's up, everybody? We are starting our next set of series videos, which is about how to draw shapes, how to use shapes in drawings, all that sort of stuff. We started with lines, we're moving on to shapes. So you're going to learn about organic shapes, geometric shapes, and you're going to learn about how they can be put together in order to make a drawing. Hey everybody, it's Dees. I'm here again with my drawing series. I'm going to teach you the very next step in what we're doing. We've covered everything about line. If you missed that, you need to go back and cover the basics in the previous videos in my drawing series. But if you're ready to move on, we're ready to move on. Different kinds of basic shapes. I'm also going to be teaching you about, there's two major kinds of shapes. And just generally, we're going to hit on the fact that, you can use shapes to make anything. Just like you use those lines to make these shapes. Shapes are the next building block, they're the next element of art. So I'm going to talk about two different types of shapes. Alright, so the first one is called geometric shapes. They're shapes with names. They have names. Think for a second. What shapes do you know that have names? And then I'm going to start drawing some. Sides and top and bottom are all even, and all the corners are 90 degrees, we have ourselves a square. Now, two sets, even sides, and four 90-degree angles, we have ourselves a rectangle. Pentagon, it's got 5 sides. Kind of like a house shape of tilted walls coming in. Of course, there's a triangle. And you have a circle. It's really hard to draw a perfect circle. Of course, there's an oval. Now, any of those of you that are really smart, you know that, these have 4 sides. Pentagon, pent means 5 sides. You know that keeps going. We get a hexagon with 6 sides, a heptagon with 7 sides, an octagon like a stop sign with 8 sides. It just keeps going forever and ever. So those are your geometric shapes. They all have names. Now, those might be the only shapes that you know. They might not. They have seen some organic shapes. Most shapes are organic shapes, to be honest. When you're drawing from life, most things that you're going to draw are going to be organic shapes. They are no names. Their names consist of things like that wiggly shape, or that shape that's wiggly but also has corn, It's any shape that doesn't fit into this top category here. So it could be like a half a diamond. It comes down. The only thing that they all have in common, you notice that the lines completely enclose this inside space. That's what they have in common. Every shape has an enclosed space inside of it. There's no escape from the outside. There should be no open corners, nothing like that, because then it's just a line. Now that looks like the outside of a human eye to me, but is that really what it is? No, it's just a shape. Now, this organic shape might represent the outside of a human eye. If you look very carefully and you observe the tear duct on one side and a point on the other side, that might be the way it goes. I gave this one a rectangle around it, so I'm going to stick with my theme, and I'm going to give this one kind of a wiggly shape around it. So, now you can imagine how I could take this and make it into the head of something. I could take this and turn it sideways, make it into the body of something. I could take a bunch of rectangles and give hands, or a bunch of shapes like this and have the arms with the kind of the hand hanging out. See how I could, and then even shrink this down, put 2 of them on the face. I got some eyes, shrink this down, turn it upside down, I got a nose. It's all shapes, it's all lines, it's all about paying attention to what you're drawing and drawing it the best that you can. However, this is the best that I got for you as far as what the types of shapes are. It's not a very complicated lesson, but it's necessary for us to move forward. I'll mention organic shapes, I'll mention geometric shapes. I'll tell you, draw an oval here, practice. I just want you to practice a bunch. The main things that you should practice are circles and ovals. They can also be called ellipses, and they're the toughest thing for you to do, but I would fill a few pages with these. That's the advice coming from me, world's greatest teacher, who's trying to help you out for free, so you might as well at least take my advice, huh? Think about it. Let's be reasonable. Alright, that's all I have to say about that. Make sure you tune in for the next lesson, where we're going to learn how to actually make things out of shape. It's going to be great. Just keep tuning in. Just keep doing the work. Keep sticking along. We're going to improve you, I guarantee. I'm going to improve you as an artist. All I got for you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your homework today after this very important video, I know the title makes it sound simple, but you see now that it's a little tougher than you thought, is to fill 3 pages with different shapes. All the different shapes you can think of. Organic, geometric, shapes with names, shapes without names. Do what you need to, get those pages filled. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last thing that I wanted to say. This is going to be at the end of every video, I do believe. When you are done with your homework, take it on over to the Discord and turn it into the art submissions. We want to see what you're working on. I will pop in from time to time, usually around 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't get weirded out by that. And I will give you feedback on the work that you have done. So make sure that you check the link below so that you can get to our Discord and you can join these submissions and start putting your art out there for people to see, give you feedback, help you get better at. I got a bunch of artists that have already gone through my class that hang out in there, and if you think you're going to do something funky, you're not, because my mods are going to get you. You understand what I'm saying? I might be a boomer, but my mods are powerful zoomers. I'm not challenging you, though. Please don't mess with please, just be nice. Just do the artwork.